Congratulations. We can.
Then my mic's off. I forgot to start the recording. I forgot my mic off. This whole thing could not get any worse. Freedom Star? Will pop up. It will not. Okay, it's the pop-up thing sucks. Where are we rankings? Freedom Star. Anyways, I'm almost done bestowing gifts. There we go. Happy Farmer. There we go. Yomi. Next on my list is Mizzy Tanker. I'm giving all the R4s one gift. And then there's a few Mizzy Tankers. Alright. Exodus. Should be able to spell that. There we go. HMI. Of course not. And then if I miscount, that'll be the frickin' worst. I will get my head cut off. Oh. Oh, thanks, Warath. What did I just do? I gotta do McKill, Captain Pikachu. Where was Captain Pikachu? Oh, you're fourth down there. There we go. And Mr. Hone. I will bestow. I will. Let's just go give. Dyslexia. I have gotten like 3 hours of sleep. This is going absolutely crazy. This video is gonna be so boring because like I'm not talking. I can't focus on two things at once. You know, twice in a while. I'll give. 20 minutes. 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 20 Participation. Merit. Okay, so Alliance gifts right there. So you just said you could just read what I was just typing out there. How I'm bestowing the gifts is you give the gifts once every week. So here we are. We have Alliance gifts there. For bestowing them, they're sent by mail. Players can receive one gift per week. So I'm not going to give people more gifts. I have a record of who I've given the gifts to. So Krathix was the one who I ended up giving the gold chest to, followed by Vorath and Bomb HVD earn the epic chest. So congratulations, guys. Thank you for all your hard work. So Krathix does a lot for the Alliance. He's an absolute staple, and he's the one who offered me the R5 roll, so it was only necessary that I showed my appreciation by giving him the legendary gift chest. So great for him. How am I going to be running this Alliance? Well, we have currently right now for our 9 R4 officers, let's get that straight. I am currently playing Baby Atlas at a whopping 218k power. Like, yeah, don't fight me. I'll full send it into you. So, we have one other R4 that's currently in another alliance right now, working over there. He'll be coming back, but as you can see, that's what I've been mainly focusing on with getting all the preparation done. I totally even forgot today was Sunday. Is getting the R4s. All of this was empty. Like, when I started, it had, like, Migration, McKill, and then Territory Exodus. I'm hoping I'm OG. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Like I said, I've gotten 3 hours of sleep so far. I've almost been up for, like, 24 hours trying to fix this and do all this. So I'll be getting after the R4s, being like, okay, hey, what are your what are your roles? What are your responsibilities? What do you do in the Alliance? That kind of stuff. And, you know, so they've been answering and we put it together. So this is what I have so far put together, roles and responsibilities. So these are my R4s, and this is what we've kind of set up and we're doing right now. Like I said, we got about 9, so I'm not sure if we have a 10th or not. Like, I don't know what's happened to Sky. I don't know what's happened to some of these other players that were here when I left. So we have a few new players that weren't here in Season 1, and a few that came, like Exodus. You know, we have MC Kill. Those players are new to Season 2, so technically they've been here a bit longer than me. But this is where I grew up, and this is where this is where Baby Atlas will turn into regular Atlas. So I've sent this mail out to the entire Alliance, and I did mess up on typing the mail out, so you could see. Oh, you could see. I totally messed up on all the colors and everything. Whoops. So I just explained, like, moving forward, what is every R4's responsibility and role? As you can see here, you are to plan and handle non-PvP events, right? The calendar behemoths, and I'm explaining it. I'm breaking it down for them, right? Because what does the events coordinator do? This is what they do, and this is the exact same thing I sent to the Alliance. I said, now we're accountable. I'm accountable to oversee all of the R4s and the entire Alliance. I'm accountable for every single thing that happens. So if the R4s aren't pulling their weight and they're not accountable, we're going to have a conversation about moving them down to R3. That's just how it's going to go. If I'm going to have issues with their language, anything like that, it's all up. It's all in the front. Talking about this is how I'm going to set up my alliance. So Krathix, obviously, him and I are going to be probably rotating R5. Like, if I ever need to go to sleep and he's going to be playing, I'm going to give Krathix the R5. I would also do that with Mizzy Tanker. So the 3 of us will probably be you know, even Chill Guy I would trust. The three of us will kind of be more of the R5 rotation. But like I said, I am not sleeping. I am full on hype. So yeah, I went to bed at like 3:30 this morning, and I got up at 7:15 is when I set my alarm because we're doing Roots of War and Necro Giant, which we got the Necro Giant. A little rough at first, but I can't even see the season 2 map. Actually, no, that's exactly what I need to do to see the season 2 map. Where are we? Right here. Boom. So, I've got a lot to do in a very short amount of time, and everything's just kind of been piling up, but I'm so glad that we have such a strong R4 team. Our R4s are fantastic. We got the Giant. We could see the rankings. Happy Farmer. Nice. You know, Vorath. Awesome. Diablo. You know, these guys. Solar 666. Like, him and he started off in the Gray family. He's one of the very first friends that I made from reaching out to another alliance was Solar, actually. I think he was the first. So we're also preparing for a war. As you can see, we're about to also enter war with 665. So I'm trying to navigate a war, plan, deal with the war, all of that, while going on eliminator trading. So, yeah, as you can see, they have a siege here. And then they've got some keeps. Oh, that's a Manuel keep. So we've got 3 keeps right here, right beside the siege, and then their 4th keep right there. So absolutely incredible defense that they're putting up here. Look at that. So the goal is to be the first one to take the gates. I have told the Alliance participation in this war is mandatory. If I don't see at least 100 players plus, I am going to just start booting people. I will probably get rid of maybe 20 people if I don't see at least about 100 people. Yeah. So that's just, and it's not trying to be rude. It's just like, okay, you're going to the secondary alliance. I want to fill this alliance with people that are going to participate. So as you can see, their structure and building is quite weird, but it means that it's going to be really hard to destroy and go all the way back because we need to go and get this Necro as we have our secondary alliance coming down right there. Northern Water Fire is going to be going for this Necro so we can get the season reward Amber for the 3 Necros. We could show that. Warband, Necro Giant. So you need 3 of the layers, and there's 4 on the Season 2 map. So we got our first one today, which was great job, everybody. Sorry, what did he say here? Chat. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I got some PMs to answer. I got a second account I got to log into. Grathex is messaging me. It's just lot to do. Lot to do. Absolutely. So Grathex, he is our war leader. He's really our spearhead. Fantastic player. He's an absolute great, amazing guy. We've got Snoopy Yomi. I've put her back in charge of player management. It's an inside joke. It was the funniest thing because we had like 200 players trying to join an alliance that only had 100 slots, and Yomi had to like manage it all. We just kept pushing it on her. So we got Territory with Exodus and Mizzy Tanker. So we've got some new players like Krathix. This is his first time playing, you know. But then we've got, you know, Mizzy, Kua, you know, Chill Guy. These are our more long-term players that we have. They've been in the game for a long time. So we've got a balance of new blood, new ideas, as well as old players. So it's absolutely fantastic. So right now, like I said, we got about 4 R4s. Potentially 10 here. You know, maybe I might get a couple more and then we do rotating R4. Probably not. Next up, I've got to worry about our secondary alliances, getting all of that done. So that's just what's happening. I'm just using a basic farm account to manage the alliance until my cooldown is up. Settings. Let's go to not Baby Atlas. Probably gonna have a bunch of PMs here. Oh yeah, only 8. Only 8 PMs here. So we're doing fine. We're at 28 there. Just an at symbol. That's fine. So absolutely, we could show our. Not there. So showing our cooldown, I will be going back to 666 in 4 days, and then I can manage the alliance from my main account where I have the power. So far, we have had 2 people question my leadership and like me coming back. One of them is absolutely brand new, and they just saw Baby Atlas, and they're like, "A baby is leading us? Like, what is this? Your power is so weak." So, which is fine, which is fine. And then another person was like, "We're not gonna have another Moshi incident, are we?" And I'm like, "No, absolutely." So if Zuko ever wants to come back as R5, he's more than welcome to. If he wants to share the role, I mean, I don't actually really want to be R5, but I think that puts me in a different position. It puts me in a better position to help out, to help the Alliance, because having someone whose ambition is not to be R5 and the sole purpose of playing the game is not to be R5, it's totally fine. Like, I'm willing to take an L if that means the Alliance proceeds, right? There is no pride for me as someone who my ambition is to be an R3. Like, my ambition was to be R3 in KOE, KOW, you know, with ASV in 649, right? And they're an R3 with 90 million power in a secondary alliance was my ambition. So there is no pride at me being R5 here. There is no pride at me being management. If I screw up, I screw up. And like, yeah, okay, I'll take the L, I'll apologize, and we'll move on from there. Like, I don't know everything. I'm not going to know everything. So that's just kind of the new update on what's happening with 666.